Hello everyone, I'm back with another intense incident. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Now, let's dive into the details of this dramatic event. On the night of June 6, 2024, at around 9:30 p.m., the Casper Police Department received a domestic violence call. What initially seemed like a routine intervention quickly escalated into a deadly confrontation. At the center of the incident was 26-year-old former soldier Trey Spurlock. According to his girlfriend, they had a heated argument during which Spurlock allegedly assaulted her.
Did you say that's the airsoft gun, or is that a real gun? Yeah, it's real.
Following the report, the Casper police dispatched officers to the scene immediately.
Casper PD, in here?
After the incident, the woman requested that the police accompany her to collect her belongings. As officers entered the house, they noticed that the lights were off. Spurlock was sitting on the balcony, wearing only his pajamas, with a long-barreled firearm right beside him. Spurlock opened the balcony door and told the officers they had entered his apartment without permission, adding, "If I wanted to, I could shoot you right now."
I know, but we have to shoot you.
Though he appeared calm, it was clear he was angry, and it was obvious he had been drinking. The alcohol seemed to be fueling his bold behavior. When the officers asked Spurlock about what had happened with his girlfriend, he responded, "I told her to leave, and when she didn't, I pushed her." Despite the officers' repeated requests for him to come inside and move away from the weapon, Spurlock refused.
Can you just step inside here so that we can finish our conversation?
You're talking perfectly fine.
Door coded.
The officers continued to urge him to calm down and step away from the firearm, but Spurlock stood firm, stating that he wasn't going to jail that night. He explained that he kept the firearm beside him for exactly that reason. He also mentioned that he had been in many armed confrontations throughout his life and wasn't afraid of another one. One of the officers then asked, "Did you just say you wanted to shoot us?" Spurlock denied this, responding, "If I wanted to shoot you, I would have done it when you got out of your cars." As tensions rose, the officers made one last attempt to get Spurlock to come inside and surrender. He again refused and also resisted being handcuffed. The officers warned him that they would use a taser if necessary. At that moment, Spurlock suddenly lunged toward the balcony. In response, one of the officers fired 7 shots, striking Spurlock.
Okay, you're gonna get.
The officers immediately began administering first aid, but Spurlock was later pronounced dead after being transported to Banner, Wyoming Medical Center. A domestic violence call started as a routine police response, but it quickly turned into a tragic situation where a life was lost. In the next case, we'll see how an officer found themselves in the middle of a life or death struggle, but this time, things get even more complicated. On July 27, 2024, around 7:43 p.m., Arkansas State Police Officer Alexandria Duncan noticed a car speeding through heavy traffic at 114 miles per hour. The driver, 26-year-old Angel Zapette Alvarado, passed Officer Duncan's marked patrol car. Despite Duncan activating her lights and sirens, Zapette Alvarado didn't show any signs of stopping. After a short pursuit, the car finally pulled over to the right lane. Officer Duncan ordered Zapette Alvarado to step out of the vehicle, but things were about to escalate quickly. Duncan noticed Zapette Alvarado's hand moving toward the gear shift. Acting fast, she took his keys to prevent him from attempting to flee, but this move only intensified the situation. Zapette Alvarado ignored the order to exit the vehicle and resisted all of Duncan's efforts to get him out. Zapette Alvarado's blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit. Alone, Officer Duncan repeatedly used her taser, trying to subdue him as quickly as possible, but Zapette Alvarado didn't stop. He grabbed the taser and threw it onto the highway, then violently attacked Officer Duncan, kicking her in the head several times. At this critical moment, 31-year-old Kylie Sutton from Rogers happened to witness the struggle. Instead of driving away, she made the brave decision to step in and help Officer Duncan, who was in serious trouble. With no other options left, Officer Duncan fired a single shot. Zapette Alvarado was lucky to survive, as he was only wounded in the right temple. Even after being shot, he continued to resist and refused to follow the officer's commands. Zapette Alvarado was eventually taken to the hospital, where he was treated before being handed over to law enforcement. Officer Duncan also received treatment for the injuries she sustained during the altercation. If you're interested in detailed accounts of incidents like this and real-life stories, you can like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts about this incident in the comments. See you in the next video.